for this question, we're asked to evaluate what is below using substitution. So we're going to evaluate this limit, and it says substitution, so that, remember, that comes into play when we know that a function is continuous at a certain point. So this implies that this function here, the one raised to the power 3 over 2, the 3 halves power, it's going to be continuous at -1. And if it turns out to be not continuous, we'll find out later in the problem, and then we can go back and try to change things around. But anyways, we can assume that it's continuous, and if we don't run into any problems, then we're good, and it was continuous at this point. So when it is continuous, that means all you have to do is plug in. So this is like our f of x, okay, and this value here is like our c. That's like our value that x is approaching, right? So all we have to do is plug that into the function, so f of c. So what we need to do is get f of -1, okay? So we're just going to plug that in. F of -1 is equal to 1 minus 8 times -1 to the 3rd power, and quantity to the 3 halves power. So this is going to be a 1 minus 8 times -1 to the 3 halves power. So f of -1 is equal to 1 plus 8 to the 3 halves, okay? And that turns into a 9 to the 3 halves. If you square root that, that's a 3, so that gets rid of the 1/2 part, and then you have 3 to the 3rd, so that's going to be a 27. Alright, so we didn't run into any problems, and problems meaning that we have a 0 in the denominator or something like that, or a negative inside of a square root, etc., etc. But anyways, this worked out well, so this is going to be our answer. Alright, so that wraps up our practice problems video. Again, I hope that helped, and happy studying!